Hi, guys, and welcome to the Truth Factor, where we do headlines with an attitude. I am in a hurry, but I want to tell you guys, doesn't look like the stock market is having a good day, but that ain't what we're here for. We're going to do a quick video, guys. I've got just a couple, like I said, just a few minutes. We've been really, truly busy. But I want to share this out with you. Okay, so this here is updated at 2:51 with covert urgent. Russia halts all export of gasoline and diesel fuel. This morning, Thursday, September 21st, Russia announced that they are temporarily halting the export of all gasoline and diesel fuel. Russia is the world's single biggest seaborne exporter of diesel-type fuel. Their decision will have an immediate impact on fuel cost and availability. Expect skyrocketing prices, especially for diesel, as subsequent skyrocketing prices on every product that moves by truck. It is not known at this hour exactly how long this temporary halt will last. I mean, he's got some kind of covert, I guess he got extra information. If you are subscribed to Hal Turner, I would encourage you to go and check out his update, right? Okay. And then let's go over here to, and all of these articles, guys, are in the Wixit. Just so you know, everything is in the Wixit, guys. Everything is in the Wixit. All right. So China's fighter jets are carrying out a dry run for a major invasion. China has sent some of its largest swarms of jet fighters and warships into the air and waters around Taiwan this month. They have been accompanied by an unusual silence, while previous Chinese drills of similar scale were prepared with waves of propaganda meant to intimidate the self-ruled island. Beijing has said next to nothing about the recent exercise. According to the WSJ, that silence is a sign that the recent activity is less about delivering a political message. Taiwanese authorities and defense analysts say that than about training. China military is trying to sharpen its ability to encircle Taiwan, neutralize the island natural advantages, and block the U.S. from coming to the rescue in the event of an invasion. Communist Party leaders in Beijing regard Taiwan as part of China and have owned to take control of it by force if necessary. During one of a daily earlier this week, Taiwan's military detected 103 Chinese military aircraft in the area around the island, a recent high including 40 that entered the island's air defense identification zone. The next day, 55 Chinese aircraft flew sorties near Taiwan, the Taiwan Defense Ministry said. Yes. Earlier this month, a Chinese aircraft carrier and around 24 warships and unusually large groupings sailed southwest of Taiwan in the Western Pacific. Notably, the Chinese sorties have included an increasing number of Y-20 transport and refueling aircraft flying alongside jet fighters to the east of Taiwan. That suggests that an intensified focus on improving the fighters' long-range combat capabilities, military analysts said. Taipei has long considered geography one of its greatest advantages in the event of Chinese invasion, with a steep spine of mountains forming a natural barrier to enemy troops marching over from the west. For years, the Taiwanese military strategy has been to maintain a stronghold on the East Coast, where it hoped to hold out long enough for the U.S. to send help. The presence of the U.S. forces in waters surrounding Taiwan would add the territorial and operational constraints that already make the invasion scenario challenging for the Chinese military. So the People's Liberation Army, as China's military is known, has made a priority of blocking a U.S. response, a strategy called anti-access area denial, or A2AD. They're getting better, and I think this drill is kind of proof that they're trying, said Ben Lewis, and an independent military analyst based in D.C., who has been tracking daily PLL activities for almost 2 years. We will surely study the PLL's likely course of action and plan for proper response measures, said Major General Sun Li Fang, a spokesperson for Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense. The closer the PL aircraft are to Taiwan, the stronger our countermeasures will be. Taiwan's military has tracked an increasing number of Chinese fighter jets and drones on the east side of the island, suggesting the PLF is expanding its ability to encircle the island. That puts key military and civilian infrastructure at risk of attack, said Shen Ming-Shi, a director and researcher fellow at the Taiwanese military-backed Institute for National Defense and Security Research. Anyway, guys, a little bit more here, but you guys get the gist. I mean, um, I would be on edge. I would hate that for everybody. Um, then we have Polish Prime Minister. We have stopped the supply of military equipment to Kyiv. Preparations to invade Western Ukraine. The Polish minister has announced that Poland will now stop supplying Ukraine with weapons just hours after a barrage of threats and warnings to Kyiv. It is given that the cause are much deeper and mainly concern the fate of Western Ukraine and the need for Poland to prepare for a larger conflict. After the Polish prime minister said the phrase, "We will defend our country," who is Poland really at war with? The Russians have for some time reported that Poland has a timetable for an invasion of Western Ukraine. The invasion is timed after the elections in Poland. It is significant that the moves by Warsaw come after the resounding failure of the Ukrainian counteroffensive. It seems that several countries have lost all hope that Ukraine can now achieve something positive. Confidence in Zelensky has been irreparably shaken. Poland has stopped supplying weapons to Ukraine because it's already active arming itself, Poland's prime minister told Polsat television. We are no longer transporting any weapons to Ukraine based on the fact that we ourselves are now arming ourselves with most modern weapons. If you want to defend yourself, you have to have something to defend yourself, the Polish prime minister pointedly noted. But, everybody else just keeps giving and giving, giving. I guess they're just giving away all they have, right? When asked about continuing to send arms to Ukraine, he clarified, "If I were to look for something to justify Ukraine, it would only be what we all know very well, that Ukraine is defending itself against the brutal Russian attack, and we understand that this attack creates a completely unprecedented situation, which we have not faced since the Second World War. This is just normal war. We are no longer transporting weapons to Ukraine. Now we will arm ourselves with the most modern weapons. If you want to defend yourself, you must have something to defend yourself with. That is our principle. That is why we have placed large orders. Here we will mainly focus on modernizing and quickly equipping the Polish army to make it one of the strongest armies in Europe, and in a very short time." So they're equipping themselves. I would say that, I would, but I wouldn't have been, just saying. Anyway, we also have Russia bombs NATO infrastructure. Tim,
What?
I'm live.
And?
Russia bombs NATO infrastructure across Ukraine, logistic hubs, mercenary bases, weapons, and depleted uranium ammunition. Depots set ablaze. Russia has launched 3 waves of airstrikes against NATO's infrastructure across Ukraine. Weapon shipments, military bases, maintenance factories, logistic hubs, weapons, and ammunition depots were hit. Guys, they're not even calling it Ukraine anymore. They're saying NATO infrastructure. There's no even, they hit Ukraine's infrastructure. It's NATO's infrastructure now, not even. Go figure. At the same time, a train carrying depleted uranium shells and the Rivne thermoelectric plant were hit. This is the first Russian attack on Ukraine's electricity grid ahead of the coming winter. During the night, the Russian armed forces carried out a combined attack against Ukraine targets in the various regions. Specifically, targets were hit in Lviv. Reports are the destruction of the largest logistic complex of Ukrainian armed forces in western Ukraine, through which supplies of equipment and weapons from Poland and NATO were carried out. At approximately 6:25, 3 rocket attacks occurred on the territory of the town of Drohobych, south of Lviv. 2 rockets hit a specific industrial facility. The city of Rivne in western Ukraine was hit by a massive rocket attack. There, according to some reports, a facility housing military equipment recently transferred to Kyiv by NATO was destroyed. Anyway, guys, there's a couple of videos here in this article, as all of these articles are in the description in the box below. Like I said, this is just a short update on what's going on in Ukraine, the Hal Turner thingy with Russia, trying to give everybody an update about Russia halting all export of gasoline and diesel fuel. This is the big article, and this is why I went early. Basically because we're going to be gone, and I don't know if I'm going to make it back right at 5 o'clock, but I will try. If there's anything else to report, I've gotten you know, the good stuff, I think. But if anything else pops up, guys, we will definitely have another stream later on. Anyway, so we're definitely going to have Bible tonight. I hope everybody will join me tonight for prayer and Bible. But here we have, as you guys can see, and this is gonna cause a big wrench everywhere, guys. That's, you know, what he's saying. So, which doesn't make sense because, you know, we do produce our own, and, you know, hey, it is what it is. But, you know, anything that they can do to cause, you know, a disruption, it's going to be, that's where we're going to go, guys. So expect anything that's trucked to be very costly. I could say that this is probably going to double the diesel prices at the pump, if not, you know, more. They're going to be shortages and all that. If we just thought that we've seen it bad, I don't think we've seen it as bad as it's going to get. So again, just stay prepped up and prayed up, prepped up. Anyway, guys, thank you. Be kind. And hello, Daryl and Walter. So good to see you, brother. I believe that, Daryl. I believe that. Okay, baby. Thank you. Oh, she's got all this candy. This is their goodie bag whenever they do good in school. She's wanted y'all to see that. It's $1. It's a pound. One pound at 0.60 a liter in UK. It's like $4.39 or something like that a gallon of dollars here. I think the last I saw, $4.39. Is that correct, babe? For diesel, $4.39, $4.49, something like that, isn't it? He's not talking now. Yeah, that was candy. That's their goodie jar when they do when they read and all that good stuff. Anyway, I love you guys. That's not all hers, but if she does well, she'll get the majority of it, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much. I just wanted to give you guys those heads up. Be prepared for it to get crazy, guys. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't even know what to say, guys. Russia has halted gas and diesel exports, and Hal is, even though, you know, we make our own gas and diesel here, I guess it's going to affect us in the trucking industry. Rip curl. And then there was an article about China does look like they're doing dry runs on an invasion. So I've got a couple of articles I covered. I'm really in a hurry because I've got to get my granddaughter to work and then my grandson to work. So that being said, I love you and I gotta go. I just gotta go, guys. We're going out the door right now. Love y'all, and like I said, we'll try and do a stream when we get back if there's more to update. I hope y'all have a blessed day. God bless, and we'll see you later. Bye, Rip Curl.